Alright, you've all seen this video. It looks like perfect. So that's the Ford Focus crashing into the wall. We solved that problem last week, and I wanted to make sure that I outlined the solution for you. And the way I'm going to do that is actually by using the sheet that I gave Block 2 while I was sick last week. And what I wanted to say is that there is some information given in this problem. The rest of the information we actually had to get by looking at the Ford Focus in the video. So one of the things you had to look up was, well, how much did the car travel as it stopped? And that's actually the distance that it was crushed. And so we actually need to look up some information about a Ford Focus. So I took the liberty of looking up that the length is about 4 meters, and the crushing distance is about 3 meters. So now that leaves me with space to go ahead and use the recipe that I gave you guys in class. So this is V initial, this is going to be V final, and what I can say is that x naught is 0, and the final x distance is 3, which we get, the final x position is 3, which we get here. Now what I can do is I can go ahead and do step 2 of the problem like this. So V is 0, V naught is 53.6, x initial, the initial position is 0, the final position is 3 meters. We don't know acceleration and we don't know time. So for step 3 I can actually draw a detailed picture, and what I can say is, okay, so I start off here, I wind up here, and this is 0 and that's at 3. I know that my initial velocity is 53.6, and we're going to approximate this as 0. So now I can go ahead and plug numbers into equations. So I'll do V equals AT plus V naught, and then I'll plug in my numbers. So I get 0 equals AT plus 53.6. Can't do anything with that because I've got 2 unknowns. So let's go to the second equation. V squared equals V naught squared plus 2A times x minus x naught. So I'm getting 0 squared equals 53.6 squared plus 2 times A times 3 minus 0. A is my unknown. I can actually solve for it. I'm going to get about 478 meters per second squared. I'm not going to do that algebra for you. That is something that you need to do by plugging in the numbers. So it's about 478 meters per second squared using the numbers that I have. And then what I can do is I can plug that number back into here, and I'll get a time of 0.11 seconds. So one question I'm not going to answer is, how do I do this? Meaning, how do I simplify these numbers to get A and plug back into here? That's something that I'm going to expect you to do, especially now as we're approaching the second semester. I know that sounds a little harsh, but it is good practice, and it is something that I want you to get into the habit of doing, is verifying the numbers that I get. So I hope this is helpful, and I'll post this up on YouTube and on Schoology.